Well, how's it going, eh? Welcome to the cooking show. I'm Phil. Today we're going to show you how to make one of my favorite breads. And it's very economical too, and you can switch the recipe out however you want. But let's go ahead and make a focaccia bread. Okay, so to start off with all the dry ingredients, we're going to add 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, add 1 teaspoon of sugar. Alright, to all that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of garlic powder. One teaspoon of crushed rosemary. One teaspoon of basil. One teaspoon of oregano. One half teaspoon of ground thyme. If you have regular thyme, just go ahead and use 1 teaspoon of that. But because this is more concentrated, we're just going to use half measurements. To our dry mixture, we're going to add 1 cup of warm water. If you have a thermometer, make sure it's between 100 and 120 degrees. So I use mine and we put it at 110. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Take a rubber spatula and just start mixing. Make sure to scrape the sides as well. Okay, so once your dough is mixed, go ahead and lay it on your workspace and just start kneading. So use the base of your hand and just stretch it out, pull it over, and press down. Like this. Until it's smooth and elastic. And if you need any more flour on the surface, just sprinkle some on the surface. Don't want it to be too sticky. Okay, into a separate bowl, we're going to put some oil in there, and then we're going to take a ball like so, place it in there, and just kind of swirl it around there. Get it both sides covered, and then you wrap it in either plastic wrap or dry towel, and we'll be back in about 20 to 25 minutes when it's doubled in size. Okay, so it's been about 20-25 minutes. We got our bread proofed here, so we're just going to flatten that out. Let that aerate a little bit. Just punch all the air out. And to this pan, we're going to add the dough, but we first need to grease it. So just go ahead and grease it with some sort of cooking spray. You can use butter or, in this case, olive oil. Just put that in there and just slowly start to stretch and flatten it. At this time, your oven should be preheated to 450 degrees. To our bread, on the bottom of this pan, we're going to add some olive oil. Sprinkle that on there liberally. Go ahead and brush that on there. Make sure it's an even coat, or a relatively even coat all the way. Take some nice coarse salt or flaky salt. and just lightly sprinkle on top. Now you're probably asking why I didn't add any onion powder or minced onion to the dry mixture. Well, this is the reason why. We're going to take sliced onion, like a half an onion, and we're just going to spread it out all over the dough and just kind of press it into the dough until it's well balanced throughout the bread. Alright, so we got our onion evenly distributed throughout the bread. Let's go ahead and bring it to the oven and put it in. Okay, so like I said before, our oven is preheated to 450 degrees. We're going to take our bread and stick it on the topmost shelf. Now because there's onions on this, we're going to let it cook for about 16 to 18 minutes, but if you're just putting like the oil, salt, and maybe just some cheese, go ahead and cook that for about 15 minutes. So we'll come back in about 17 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes. Let's go ahead and take out the focaccia and see how it looks. Whoa. Guys, I don't know if you can smell this, but holy cow, this looks phenomenal. Let's go ahead and put this over here and leave it to rest for about 5 to 10 minutes until we try it out, okay? Hey folks, how's it going? Got my focaccia bread here. It's been cooled down for about 10 minutes or so. Let's give this a shot. Now you could add butter to it, but I didn't feel like it. I just feel like it's aromatic enough. Should be good by itself. So let's give it a shot. I'm telling you folks, if you have not had focaccia bread before, you're missing out. I think the red onions also add a very nice contrast to the amount of herbs we added into the dough. But it still is very aromatic, super tasty, and like I said, you can add whatever you want to it. You can add sun-dried tomatoes, you can add rosemary, you can add whatever you want to the top of it, and it's so versatile. So, if you want to see more of this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Let me know what other foods I should do next. Let me know what you liked about the video, what you didn't like. I'm happy to read all your comments. I'm happy to learn about what you want me to do next. You can follow me on all my socials. Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, if it's still around. Take care, folks.